The basketball addicts are back at it, breaking down a series that we thought should have been over 8 games ago. What's wrong with the Pacers? Okay, first off, great win by the Wizards. As you're seeing the highlights here, despite Paul George coming out hot, the Wizards have won 2 games in this series. Beck, I'll start with you. Can the Wizards push this series to 7? Can they win in Indiana?
I think they can push it to 7, man. I think they've been lucky in terms of matchups with Chicago and now Indiana with the identity crisis. I think they just have a lot of firepower with Gortat, and like the backcourt is just electric. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you. Especially, man, they how many points did the Wizards Pacers backcourt have? Like 11 points to 40. Okay, you know what? You know what, bro? Are you a producer of the show? Shouldn't you be feeding me this information? All right, never mind. Dan, does this Pacers team work?
I think they're going to have to do something at the end of the season. They might have enough to get through this series, especially in that Game 7, but I think we're going to see the real Indiana Pacers against Miami, and I think they are going to get blown out of the water by the Heat.
I don't even know if that's even a guarantee, but you're right, though. If they get blown out of the water by the Heat, they still have to retool the team because they built it to win.
For sure. To think that they took the Heat to 7 games last year is mind-boggling compared to what it is right now. I think the Heat are just sitting there sharpening their knives for this series.
Yeah. I'm really upset at the Pacers, at the fact that we still have to talk about this series. This should have been long over. So I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I want to move on. I'm a surprise the producer. We got to talk about SVG, Stan Van, my man. Dwayne showed me some footage. Did you know Stan Van Gundy may be one of the best dribbling coaches in the NBA?
Oh, wow.
His in and out's
really?
Nice. Yeah. Yes, I saw the footage. Check it out on YouTube. But let's get into it. He has taken the job in Detroit, and the real piece to that is he is the president of basketball operations, and that's kind of what killed him in Golden State, the fact that they weren't willing to give him that much responsibility. So Dwayne, pardon me? Orlando, actually. Well, no, I mean, they were offering him also a position out in Golden State.
Exactly.
See, look, you're not producer today. Just play your role, bro. Play your role.
No, obviously, but you're right, though. Like, how can you say no to an offer where you have to control the personnel and coach the team? And I think that's a great opportunity for him. I think he's going to do good things in Detroit. There's a lot of things to fix there, but having to be able to control the personnel and coaching is going to make that so much easier.
Would you be against having Stan Van in the position of president?
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
But if you look at his career, he's always had somebody in his way with personnel decisions that he wants
Dwight Howard.
Well, the whole, I think it was Otis Smith in Orlando, but Pat Riley in Miami. Somebody always kind of breathing down his neck, and you can see why it's important to him. And really, in the Detroit situation, it's been such a disaster since they decided to blow up what was a really good team. I don't know why they went away from it. They were getting to the conference finals every year, and Joe Dumars blew it up. But here's a chance for Van Gundy to really put his imprint on what's going on there. He's got a nice paycheck to do it, and I think Detroit is going to be a much improved team.
I understand where SVG is coming from, having your partner breathing down your neck at every single decision you make. It's really annoying. I get it completely. Back, listen. What are they going to do with this roster, though? What are they going to do with this roster? Do they blow it up, or do they keep Brandon Jennings as the assassin/point guard, killing this team?
I think Stan Van Gundy could bring a different culture to it. Like, even though there was like
same players, new coach, better situation.
Yeah, I think better system with the big men with Monroe and Drummond. I think that he could improve their game and play big man game. You know, feed it to the post.
I think Monroe's gonna be the first guy they move because he's got some value, and you have Drummond in the middle. I don't think it
he's
works
a restricted
both
free agent right now, and they actually said that they're not going to try and re-sign him, obviously, but they got to free up that cap space to make moves. I mean, Brandon Jennings is the James Harden of point guards, as they say.
He'll try to move Josh Smith and Greg Monroe right away.
Okay, Steve Kerr's accepted a job. What are the Knicks going to do? But first off, how did Steve Kerr become the hottest coach in the NBA without ever coaching? I mean, if you look at the contract Steve Kerr got, he's making comparable money to Greg Popovich, who wins 50 games every year. I'll start with you, Dan.
Well, he's a good basketball mind. We see him on TV.
Wait a second. You spend all your time on the show defending the Spurs, and you're going to let Steve Kerr walk in on your boy and get the same type of money?
Who's he walking in on?
Popovich.
Popovich was the coach in Golden State before Kerr. Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
He never coached before. He walked right out of the broadcast booth. These are some of the guys who are being considered.
I think
Kerr's getting
he's making as much money as the reigning coach of the year.
I don't care about that. That's Golden State's problem. The question is, how good of a coach is he going to be? And I think he's a smart tactician. He's going to be a good leader with those young players in Golden State.
Okay.
I think it'll be good, but it's going to be tough because they're already a good team. So if they don't overachieve what they're doing right now, it's going to be like a failure in a sense.
Yeah.
Beck, pro Kerr, anti Kerr.
I'm pro Jackson because I feel like there's a winning culture there already. And like, what are you sending a message to the fans? Like, they're winning. It's just because the management's not messing with the coach, you're gonna change it. But they're winning. You know what I mean? So I mean, Steve Kerr's unproven to me, and I feel like you got to give the credit where it's due. And Mark Jackson deserved another shot.
Well, he may deserve another shot. Take a shot for me, Mark, while you're on vacation. Listen, we have more to break down on the Hangout. We got to talk about them Canadian boys up in the draft. Who's going to make the biggest jump? We'll, of course, ask these guys when we return on Canada's home for talking hoops. This is the Hangout.